Good evening. I hope you're all doing well. 15 minutes away from kick-off as it's Boston United against West Ham United under-21s quarter-final of the National League Cup. The Hammers potentially just 90 minutes away from a semi-final this season. Fingers crossed the boys can do it. I'm really looking forward to this one, actually. I look forward to, when it comes to the under-21s, I look forward to the cup games more than the league games. I don't pay too much attention to the league games. I'll watch them and stuff like that. But if you were to ask me where we are in the league table, I couldn't tell you. But if you were to ask me how we're getting on in the cups and who our next game is, etc., I would be able to tell you. So, a big game tonight for the under-21s. I had to choose wisely. There was 2 games last week. This game tonight. Thought maybe doing 3 watch-alongs would have put me in the doghouse with Mrs. Gio, so I had to choose wisely, and that's why I'm doing it tonight. Mr. Smashing Chelsea, Mr. Absolute Belter by Akpata against Norwich City on Friday night. Hopefully, I'm going to get something tonight. Just a victory from the boys. We'll be happy. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Bob is saying, good to see the 39-22 Moldovan Hammers keeping up the good work. Disco Sperm incoming. Hopefully, she gets a little wiggle this evening because it means that the boys are doing well. Ryan, I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot about the flag. I forgot I even had it. I'm trying to keep this room tidy, right? So it's folded up. And it's been put away. I do have Disco Sperm, though. She's ready. She's ready to rock and roll. Look, she's there. She's ready for a goal. The jitterbug jizz. People, I do find Tobias is saying Disco Sperm is going to come out a couple of times. Clark is saying a Disco Sperm primed and ready to go. People must get very confused if they tuned into this. This is the first ever. If this was their first ever under-21s watch along, they're thinking, oh, I'll give this a go. Well, I do know what it is. He's clearly going to be watching West Ham under-21s, but never done an under-21s watch along with Gio. I'll put it on. And everyone in the live chat is just speaking about Disco Sperm. Must be very confusing for them. Nick is saying Kante's on. We've already won. The team is on your screen. Got header can go. It looks like Batcham's going to be playing a number 10 role. Unless we are trying to use the sort of shirt numbers to throw a red herring here. But let's talk about what we do know. Briggs, Mayers and Oyebade will be the back 3. According to the graphic, it's suggesting Medina right wing back with Kante and Feven in the middle, Adieli left wing back, and then Batcham and Najala playing behind Landers. Maybe it will be. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we're going to play Batcham at left wing back maybe and push Adieli forward with Ajala. It'll be interesting to see what they're doing. I'm pleased that Landers has got the start over Cummings, though. That's what I was hoping to see. I was expecting to see Cummings, but when it came out and I seen Landers, that was good. The bench, across the bottom, Bayern's on the bench alongside Cummings and Clayton. Kaliste is on the bench with Brown, Akpata, who scored that goal on Friday night, and Surumi is on the bench too. Avid was a bit disappointed to see her make an appearance on the Leeds channel. Got a good laugh, because everyone unaware must have been confused. Yeah, people in the live chat, there's too many people in the live chat speaking about it, so Connor asked me to ask what it was. So she's not coming out again on that podcast. That was just a one-off. She's not coming out again in any other video except the under-21 watch-alongs. Yes, Johnny, I know you've just seen it, but yeah, Cummings is on the bench today. Nick, it's great to watch Jala twist and turn fully grown men for fun. Yeah, him and Adieli, I like their link up on that left-hand side, and they like their step overs, those two going down that side, don't they? But just 10 minutes away from kickoff. Irons, I will say that. Thank you. He's saying that Chelsea's still on the scoreboard. Chelsea are remaining on the scoreboard. Basically, when you come on to the interface, the fixtures, for example, tonight, there's literally no fixtures. There's League 1 and 2, but there isn't anything that I can click on that would have the teams and the scoreboard and stuff like that. Tomorrow, there's Champions League, for example. So this game doesn't have a scoreboard. There's no teams or anything like that. So it's all manual. Now, what I have to do is ask them a day in advance or something. If they wouldn't mind me doing one of these manually, and they'll do it for me. I completely forgot again, and it got to about 3 o'clock, and I thought, I'm not going to ask them. I'm just going to put Chelsea up. So there will be a scoreboard and a timer. It's just got the wrong team, but it's as good as I can do. And you don't need to apologise. You're just asking. You're just pointing out in case I made a mistake. The game is on YouTube. It's on West Ham United's YouTube channel. I've got it here. It's running. They've got their graphic up saying that the stream started soon. Technically, the stream's already started. It's live on the West Ham United YouTube channel, though. So, if you wouldn't mind, put the game on your telly. Have me on your phone. That would be my ideal. That would be my preference. Watch the game, listen to me, and chat in the live chat with other West Ham fans. Mark saying, how did I get Leeds and Forest so high in the league in my Tartan predictions? For anyone that doesn't know, I did a video earlier. Funny enough, I'm on Hammer's Chat YouTube, right? And let me show you. On Hammer's Chat's YouTube account to watch the game, right? And the recommended video is me. YouTube's telling me to watch me. There it is. There's my video I did earlier. Look at it. So I did like a little relegation video. So basically, there's these websites you can go on and put in all your score predictions for the remainder of the season. So I thought I'll just do it for a little bit of fun, and at the end just push calculate and see what it comes out at. So I typed them all in, but I didn't know what the league was going to look like. So in the video, push calculate, and I had Leeds United 8th, Nottingham Forest 9th. But I think it's just this thing. It's just human nature, isn't it? You look at Leeds and you just go, "Wow, they're gonna do all right, aren't they?" Nottingham Forest, yeah, they're gonna be all right, because you're just so involved emotionally because of the situation around West Ham United. So I think I was probably a bit too generous to Leeds and Nottingham Forest. The good thing is we weren't far off Spurs. Johnny's saying, I missed out on the raffle, but happy others won. Luckily enough, won a signed Bowen 250th anniversary shirt the morning of the raffle. Loved that. Loved that. Johnny, Ryan's Nan won the signed Freddie Potts shirt. Wait and see another week after my missus saw the league table. She said she will give me a bluey every time West Ham win. We've won every game since. I hope she's sticking to her word, Wayne. T2 saying, just wondering, me and mate want to see West Ham against Man City, 14th of March. What's the best way to get tickets? As someone from, I'll just go on the West Ham website. You'll be fine. I'm assuming it's at the London Stadium. The way you've typed it would suggest it's at the London Stadium. Yeah, we've played Man City away. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get them from the club. But honestly, just go on the official website. You'll easily get tickets for home games. Don't worry about it. Someone saying, would La Madrid be eligible for selection? I don't see why he wouldn't be. But to be fair, if I'm the coaches, if I'm Lincoln, I'm saying, I ain't putting them on my bench. Like, my boys have got us here. They're the ones who's got us to the quarterfinal. I'll stick with them. Thank you very much. Charlie's listening along at the driving range, practicing ahead of the summer stag. Good luck to the boys. Brian saying, do you have the under-21 schedule in front of you? I do not know, Brian, but it's on the official West Ham website. If you just go on the official West Ham website, the schedule is there. Nick saying, I like when the game's on YouTube because when I use my mostly illegal stream, it's difficult to sync you to the game because it's always buffering. Yeah, I can imagine be a bit frustrating. John saying, what's more likely? Hammers get 20 points, Palace get 12. It's Palace getting 12, isn't it? Anyway, not much. I don't think there's a big crowd going tonight. They've only got one stand open, which would suggest that there's not a big crowd. I'll be honest with you, for selfish reasons, I'm hoping that, well, I want us to win because I'm a West Ham fan, but for selfish reasons, I'm hoping that Tamworth also win their quarterfinal and we get them in the semi-final, because Tamworth is 20 minutes away from here. And my friend, who's a Stoke fan, don't judge him, has said he wants to, if we do get Tamworth, he wants to come, so I'll go to that game. Nick saying score predictions. He's going 3-1. Ajala and Kante score. I'm going to go 3-1. I had a little look at the... It's difficult because I don't know anything about Boston. So I had a look at their team tonight compared to their team at the weekend. And there's a few changes. Not many. Maybe 3 changes. MJ, no, Orford is suspended. He's already picked up 2 yellow cards in this competition. Therefore, he is suspended for this evening's game, which is a bit frustrating. I would have liked to have seen him, but that's why there's no involvement from him. And Johnny is saying, would have loved the pot shirt. Gio's trying to get hold of Fernandez. I can get Fernandez, but I can't get one Fernandez. I've got to get a few Fernandez, and I'm just a bit worried that if we get relegated, I'm going to be stuck with them. That's it. Sketch, don't worry. Frankie will do the watch along. If we do get Tamworth and a bugger off to the game, Frankie will do the watch along. Don't worry, there will be a watch along. Ironix, I'll explain in 2 minutes as we get a bit closer to kick off, so I have to say it all the time. Actually, I'll just say it now. Then Ironix, when someone asks in the chat, you can tell them. It's because there's no... The data providers aren't covering this game. There's literally no games for tonight, so I've just had to click on our game at the weekend so that there is a scoreboard and there is a score. It's just got the wrong home team, that's all. Sorry, Boston United fans, I appreciate it might be a bit offensive. It's the best I can do. I forgot to message them and ask them to manually put the Boston West Ham U21s up. So, whoops. But it's good that we've got a timer, right? Peter, what do you have an update on that, Jan? No, just what Fabrizio Romano tweeted, which is really random. I didn't know Fabrizio Romano would get involved in like the under-21s transfer gossip, but I've seen him say that he's in talks with some French and German clubs. I understand why there's big interest in him. You know, you look at Marshall going to Bochum in the second division in Germany. I think Ajala would get a similar level. I'm not sure he'll make it at West Ham. He's 19 now and he's not really had a sniff of even just being on the bench. So I think it's maybe best for him that he leaves West Ham in the summer and goes in, because he'll be a professional footballer, there's no doubt about it. It's just whether or not he's makes at the Premier League level. I'm not too sure. He's really good at under-21s, but we'll see tonight. He's away playing National League side. I expect, basically, the boys tonight sort of don't work out. If individually they're struggling, then it's not a good indicator, really, is it? But I think they'll be fine. I'm looking forward to tonight's game. I'm going for a 3-1 West Ham win. Marky had a massive row with his mate today. He's got a box at Spurs, invited him to go Sunday to this Man City game. Can't understand why. I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't go there either. Lloyd, no, I wouldn't have changed anything. Maybe the Batram thing. I'm just waiting to see how Batram's lining up. Where's he going to play? That's the only thing that feels a little bit maybe strange. But we'll see how it works out. I do like Batram. I just prefer him at right wing back. We'll see. I haven't seen any movement on Paqueta. Last I saw it was nowhere near done. A bummer after yesterday's news that it was basically done. The only thing I will say, Avid, is remember on Monday the leaks from the club was that Rodriguez was going nowhere. Well, he's no longer a West Ham United player. So literally a week later and he's gone. So I wouldn't pay too much attention, personally. Gaza saying Paqueta will be sold after the window so Sullivan can pocket money. It's my fear. Hopefully not, but it is my fear. Anyway, kick-off coming up. West Ham will kick off as Josh Landers shall get the action underway. I'm not going to provide commentary too much. I'll speak about it, but it's more to chat to you guys so that we can have company while watching the game. Hopefully you can get it on YouTube and still join me for the watch along. Taking a minute to get the game underway here. And it was a chilly evening in England. At least it's not raining there. Been a bit stormy. Bloody hell, ref. Why are you taking this ref so long? You can't work his watch. I think he's genuinely having issues with his watch. It looks like he's got it sorted. And we're underway at last. There we go. We're underway. Quarterfinals of the National League Cup. The only under-21 side left in it. Strange competition. Only the second season this competition has been running. The National League sides up against 16 Premier League under-21 teams, and we are the only side left in it. Boston coming through a group which had Newcastle, Middlesbrough. Can't recall the other ones. It's Lincoln, Marky. Lincoln's the boss, and he's got Jimmy Walker. He's also got Zavon Hines on his coaching staff, so those two are on the coaching staff alongside him. And then Mark Phillips is, I think he's called the transitional coach, but he's also on the coaching team there. So that's it. That's who we've got. Lincoln, Hines, Walker and Phillips. Well, Andy L is definitely on the left, and Ajala's in that number 10 role. So it does look like Batcham, once it zooms out and I can see Batcham, but I'm going to assume he is just the other number 10. Can't quite, yeah, he is. It is Batcham. Boston just playing around at the minute. I don't even know what formation Boston plays, so I know nothing about them. To be fair, I've missed it. Where is it? Someone did say that they've only just discovered there's a Boston in the UK. There we go. Joe. Only just learned that we've got a Boston in England. Timeless asking how we're doing. How are you doing? How are you all doing? Let me know in the live chat. I'm doing good, thank you. Looking forward to the game. I know it's underway, but I've been looking forward to the game as well. John, I think you might have to double check this one. Just give it a quick Google if you don't mind, John. I think it was Leeds United that won it. I think their under-21 team won it last season. I remember Sutton went quite far because they beat Man United under-21s. They put them out. Luke saying he's new to the under-21s. If we go down, how many under-21s, under-23s would you expect to make a step up? Not that many. One or two. One or two, maybe. Did we see Somerville, Fernandez and Bowen made it into Alan Shearer's team in the week? That's nice, considering Troy Deeney didn't have any West Ham United players in his. Paul's decided after 2 minutes that Boston don't worry him. The thing is, they are terrible in their league is absolutely terrible. Timeless, it is a silly question because the clues in the competition is the National League Cup. There's a big clue in the naming trophy. Sorry for taking a piss, but they're in the National League. But they're down the bottom. They're struggling. They're just outside the relegation zone at the minute. But I think they've won 1 in 14 or something, so they're not in great form at the minute. But it feels like they've fielded quite a strong team looking at the weekend's team and tonight's team. There was a few changes, but not too many. Where is the final? I don't know, Peter. I actually don't know where the final is. I haven't looked. I'd imagine it'll just be at one of the... Because we are the under-21s team will be away from home, so I'd imagine that if whoever we play in the final, if we get there, it'll just be at their ground. I could be wrong, but that would just be my guess. Would it be held at neutral? Maybe. Oh, Simon saying Deeney gave Nuno the manager of the week. I didn't realise that. Well, at least he got some recognition. I won't lie. I wouldn't have given it to Nuno. I think I'd have given it to probably Michael Carrick. Boston just trying to sort of work their way into the box, but it was well guided out there by Kante, and it's a goal kick to West Ham. 5.5 minutes gone, and very little action to speak about so far from either team. I think they've seen more of the ball, but they haven't done anything with it yet. I mean, that is some pass by Harry. Kiddie, he's just taken a goal kick. 1-2 with a goal kick. Then just fizzed it into the feet of Landers, stood on the halfway line down the middle of the pitch. Beautiful pass. Never want to see Ariola attempt that, but that was great from Herrick. Anyway, he's gone out to Medina, the right wing back at the minute. We're just knocking around at the minute. We've got a little bit of possession for the first time in a game, which is good. Bob, thank you. Thank you very much for the £5 super chat. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the support, as always, Bob. Ben said, someone on the West Ham stream chat is a big fan of you. I'll avoid that. I avoid the live chat. Sketch is saying, who's your mate spamming the West Ham YouTube chat? I don't know what you're talking about. Genuinely, I don't have it on. Look, I've just got the game. Let me just see. I've just got the game on. I don't look at the live chat. I appreciate there's maybe a little bit of irony, but it comes knocked down by Landers. Fearing, shot blocked. I don't know any of the Boston United players' names, so you're not going to get any commentary out of me when they've got the ball. Decent one too, well defended by Oyabandi. Fearing, lovely little ball into Ajala. He's broken away, Andy Elliott. Oh, it's a good idea. It's just too much on it. Unlucky there. Unlucky. That was a nice pass. The idea was right. Just a bit too much weight on the pass, and it was a little bit too to the side as well. This keeper's in no hurry to take a goal kick, though, is he? Mayer's done well there just to hold him off, guide it back to Oyabadi. We're looking comfortable. Defensively, we're looking comfortable in this game so far. It's 10 minutes in. Well, coming up to 10 minutes in. We're looking okay. There's nothing I've seen from Boston which worries me. Admittedly, if you're a Boston fan, you're probably saying, oh, there's nothing about West Ham that worries me because we've not done anything either. But I know what this side's capable of. I know how good this side can be. Whereas this is just a blank canvas for Boston. Also saying that, they're just stitching a nice little move together here. That number 2 seems quite good. The right wing back. It looks like he's playing wing back anyway. He gets really high up the pitch. He's quite progressive with his passing as well. Whenever he gets it, he is trying to get forward. Cummings is on the bench. He's on the bench. And Peter, it goes to extra time. Should it be a draw? I believe it goes to extra time. In the group stage, it went to pens if it was a draw. And then whoever won on pens got an extra point. And no, there's no La Madrid. I think if we're going to see La Madrid, you'll see him in the league. And we've still got the International Cup as well. The game's just been rescheduled. I think we're playing Anderlecht next. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in those games. We tend to rotate for the International Cup a little bit. It didn't help the last time we had the International Cup. We played on the Monday night and then we had the International Cup on a Tuesday. Landers just closing the keeper down, but nothing come of it. Oh, your baddies won that well. Needs some action. Kante on the ball. We've not seen much of Kante at the minute, have we? He's barely done anything. Feed in with a lovely little ball out here to Adiele. He's brought it down really well. Cuts across. It's in. It's a goal. Batram in his unusual role this evening. Lovely ball by Thieving out to Adiele on the left. A couple of step overs, gave himself a yard. Lovely ball into the box. Nice finish by Batram. Past the goalkeeper. Boston 0, West Ham United 1. Good goal. I like that. That ball by Thieving was nice, and then the control from Adiele. That run, just running straight at him. A couple of step overs. Past your man, get the ball in the box. Quick, nice quick football. Dale saying why doesn't Adiele get a chance? It's like Adama with, well, I think he's small. He's just really small. I think the concern would be he would just get shoved off the ball. But I like him. I like him. He's very quick with the ball at his feet. Very skillful. Oh, I forgot the... discus sperm, but it's all right. There'll be another goal in the game. Don't worry about it. I know, but it's okay. I missed it. I forgot about her. Jesus, I nearly made it 1-1. I forgot about her. All right, she's here. She's here. I just forgot about it. I feel like I've missed the moment, but have faith. There will be another goal. Don't worry about it. I'm good. In talks, yeah, Batram is usually right wing back, but Earthy's gone out on loan, so we're a little bit light in that attacking midfield area. And then the 21s, obviously Marshall's out on loan as well. We did try a game with Ajala and Adiele playing like that duo behind the striker. I didn't like it. I like Andy Elliott on that wing, just going one-on-one with their fullback. And I think I've been proven correct. Anyway, Briggs just pops it out to Medina at the right wing-back position. Into Kante. I think we'll start to see our boys enjoying this a bit more now. I think we'll just see more of the ball, move the ball a little bit quicker. It'd be interesting to see how Boston react, because sometimes when we play teams like this and we start winning, you can tell they don't like it. They get a little bit embarrassed sometimes, and it can end up making the game a bit more aggressive and a bit more physical. Adi Ali just nipping in there, gives it to Ajala, gives it back to him. It's not the best return ball, couldn't quite get under control. He's got it now. Ajala fearing. It's been well defended so far, but our boys are happy just to play 2-3 yard passes in around 18 yarder with each other. Confident. Tony, this is my under 21 debut. Taking Frankie's advice, chat on phone, match on the TV. Lovely. Well, thank you. Tony, you're going to get a surprise next time West Ham score. If you're a bit confused by the live chat, you'll understand next time West Ham score, and you're going to get even more confused. Gary's saying what we're thinking about Ward-Prowse to Burnley. Do we think we'll need to replace him with Paqueta, Irving and Rodriguez all leaving? What's everyone else's thoughts in the live chat? Live chat, what we're saying. Ward-Prowse to Burnley. I'm okay with it. To be honest with you, him being on the bench at the weekends almost made me feel a little bit disappointed, because had this news... Well, the news did come out last week, didn't it? And when we did a cup of tea, I remember someone saying, what do you think about it? And I said I wasn't arsed. I said, because, look, Burnley, with the greatest of respect, Burnley are not the team we're competing with to stay up. I think they're going. I think they're already going, Burnley. But if Burnley stay up, we deserve to go down. If they leapfrog us and someone else, they deserve to stay up. I don't really see it as strengthening a relegation rival. I guess it is. But it might help Burnley just take points off of Leeds or Nottingham Forest or something like that. Does that make sense? I just don't see the... yeah. But because we had that game at the weekend, Ward-Prowse on the bench, part of me hoped he was maybe being brought back into the squad. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that regards, but we're quite stacked in midfield. Fernandes, Souček, Gassa, Potts, Kante. I think I'd keep him, but I'm not going to be too disappointed for him to go out. I think he'll do well. The problem is he's going to be so, rusty. When was the last time he played a game? Under Graham Potter. So, what's that, 3-4 months now? Oh, that is beautiful. Ajala's just skipped round 3 of them there. Popped out to Medine. We're a bit patient in the attack. We're winning. We don't need to be quick, but Medine's just lost out there. Yeah, so I think Ward-Prowse must be so far off the pace right now because he's not played in so long. It might take a few weeks for him to... He almost needs like a pre-season. Iron X, thank you for the support, you cheeky bugger. Thank you. And he also says, how come you slipped to 57 in Fantasy League? Been crap this season. Absolutely crap. I always struggle with the chips. Like what chips to play and when. I always waste them. I've wasted them. I've made the wrong transfers at the wrong time. I've missed a few weeks as well. I am still doing it, but it's... Do you know when you miss a couple of weeks? I've done that, but I've just been terrible. There's not really a reason, Ionix, except that I've been crap. That's a lovely ball to Landers. Oh, good defending there by the number 26. Couldn't quite get it under control. Nice pass, though. Lloyd's in. He thinks we've got good numbers in midfield. I would try and buy the best attacking midfielder from the Championship who could potentially be good enough for the Prem, but have him as backup to Fernandes. Ionix is happy to offload Ward-Prowse. Good for him and good for us. I don't want to see him play for us again. Bob said, I don't think he's getting played. Nuno put him on the bench to stop him getting out of jail at West Ham. Guys saying I'm glad for him to leave. I just think we shouldn't have let Earthy go out on loan. Yeah. Kingston's tuned in from Saudi Arabia. Great channel, tuned in every video. Well, thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning in. Lucas needs replacing, says Matthew. Darkstar says hello. Hello, Darkstar. Thank you for joining us. And also to Andy saying definitely need to get someone in the midfield, but no confidence with the board doing anything correctly as we win another corner. 20 minutes gone. Boston 0. West Ham United 1. Darkstar did the prediction thing. Palace only get 4 more points. We finish on 43. Joint with Forest. Sunderland slide down and end up with 16 and 41. I mean, I'll take it. Kingston saying Ward-Prowse can go if he isn't playing or won't be playing. He's better off for both him and himself and for us if he's playing every week. Good luck to him. I agree. Whilst I wanted him dropped, I've got nothing against him in terms of, like, he's been very professional. Even when he's not been played the last few months, whenever the club put up videos, he's always there. He's always involved. You look at, I remember that video they put up of the England cricketer going to the training ground. Ward-Prowse was one of the first people to go over and greet him. And then we had the video of Juve coming back. And Ward-Prowse is there, giving him the guard of honour. I wish him the best of luck. A victim of a club having no transfer strategy and no identity and overpaying for players. That's what Ward-Prowse was. In one's opinion, anyway. As the Boston goalkeeper just shields out for a goal kick. Quite a uneventful game so far, isn't it? The goal's the only real action down either end of the pitch, really. It's been quite comfortable for us so far. I feel like we've got another gear we can go, and if we do that, hopefully we can make it 2-0. That's a poor kick by that Boston defender. It's going straight to Adiele, who gives it to Fearon, who's enjoying a lot of the ball. Whenever he's on the ball, he's really comfortable, he's really confident. And he gives it away just as I say that. Still means he's comfortable and confident on the pitch dribbling around. Ryan saying, how do you think we'll utilise Traore? Because Nuno was obviously really keen to get him, so I suspect he will start, but I prefer to see him off the bench. I think he'll come off the bench. At Wolves, he was a super sub a lot. I know he got a lot of appearances, but a lot of those appearances were off the bench. Remember, he used to stand there and get oiled up. And I think that's how we'll use him initially anyway. Probably get a start away to Burton in the FA Cup. I just think he'll be the first sub on, that's all. I think he'll be an important player in the squad. Boston have a free kick in a half-decent position here. Out wide, a good crossing opportunity. They've got a couple of tall players in the box there. We're not the tallest player team ourselves. No Golan Beckus in there who would be a bit of a magnet in this type of situation. But Briggs is more than capable of getting his head on it, as is Oyabade. Kante is quite tall. Here it comes. It's a good free kick. Oyabade got his head on it, and Adiele just clears it away off the Boston player, and that's a throw into West Ham. Well defended. Peter saying, how many minutes has he played? I don't know off the top of my head, but he's come on a lot for Fulham, but it's usually like between 2 and 10 minutes. He doesn't get loads of minutes. There's just a couple of minutes here and there for every single game. He hasn't done much. Whenever I watch him for Fulham this season, he's been crap, if I'm honest with you. Peter said you only have to look at the sides who go down, who struggle in Championship to know it will be difficult to come up at the first attempt. There's also teams that go down and come up okay. Burnley being a prime example, went down under Company and it came straight back up under Scott Parker. So there's some that struggle and some that come back up and do the yo-yo thing. I appreciate this season the relegated sides aren't doing well, although I still think Ipswich Town will come up. If I had to put money on teams coming up this season, it would be Ipswich and Coventry automatically. Then at this point, you're probably back in Borough in the playoffs, but there's a lot of football yet to be played. But I think Ipswich will still come back up. Mark saying, Nick from Claret Booze saying that Sullivan has said he will use the Paqueta money to balance the books. We'll see. It wouldn't surprise me. It's always been my fear. Paul, I doubt it, but it's possible there are no more goals in this game and I'm starting to twitch. I think it's withdrawals. Can you provide some sperm disco at full time? Yes, if we win, she can come out at the full time whistle. Tony was looking for news on Paqueta. Nothing. Just a load of journalists, people trying to say stuff. I'm confident it'll happen. It's just a case of when. Ginger J. Would you do a video on who would stay and who would go get relegated? I will later at the time. I just don't want to do one. I think it's a bit... I don't know. It's just not... I just don't want to do that type of video at this point. That's all. But if we go down, I'll certainly do one. But I just don't want to do it, so I'm not going to. Because anyone that watches this channel will know one of my pet hates on YouTube, and that's YouTubers starting a video with, I didn't want to have to make this video. It does my nut in, does my absolute head in. Oh, well done, Headache. There was a bit of an iffy back pass there. It turned out to be an okay back pass, but Biggs has been turned. There's a chance here for Boston, and it's 1-1. A bit sloppy defensively there. The back pass was... from Oyabade was very poor, but Headache came out and got a clearance on it, but it wasn't the best clearance, and then Batcham couldn't get it down. Great touch by their player to take it away from Briggs. The cross is really good, and it's just popped in at the back post. A nice goal on the transition there from Boston, but a frustrating one for us to concede. Sloppy. A very self-inflicted equaliser there. Come on, boys. What do you mean, Robert? Robert says, for anyone only listening, have a word with Gonzo. I don't understand. What do I need to have a word about? Anyway, we'll come down the right-hand side. Batcham poops it in. It comes to... oh, a Jala, but it was a good save by the goalkeeper. Difficult angle. Got it down well. Just went for the power. But it was a good save. But still in play here. Dialli's picked up. Not a great pass. And it's cleared. Mears is on the ball now. Herrick just chilling with it outside his box. He's further forward than the centre-backs at that point. As we approach the half-hour mark. One all. A low-tempo game. It's not quite got the same oomph as the EFL Trophy does. And some big news coming through right this second. West Ham United have confirmed that Igor has returned to Brighton. So big news, important news, because we needed him. He was a bit of an obstacle for us doing the business we want to do. So apparently the club want to bring in Kinski and Disasi on loan from Spurs and Chelsea, but you can only loan 2 Premier League players at any point. Obviously, Igor's here, so we needed him to go back to Brighton. So that's happened. So now we can crack on with those 2 signings, should those be the 2 signings. Oh, to be fair, didn't think I would make this video is different to didn't want to make this video. I think he says it, Gonzo says it whenever there's like a news or something. He'll do a video and then there'll be a news update and he'll be like, oh, I didn't think I'd do it. It's a bit different to, I didn't want to do this. It's usually when they've done something wrong or there's some sort of weak justification for something they've said or done. And it's just, it feels like they're just trying to gain sympathy before they get into the actual point of the video. I appreciate it's a Geo thing. I appreciate that. I'm aware it's just me. Oh no, they're in. It's sloppy again. Well done, Briggs. He's got over there. That looked dangerous, but Briggs has got over and sorted that out. We need to sharpen up. We need to sharpen up the last few minutes. Not great defensively. They've got their equaliser and they're sensing a little bit of momentum here, Boston. But a lot of it is just poor control from us, but we've just given it to Landers, who's turned, he's running at their defence. Batcham's on the move, and Landers has just completely ran into trouble there. He's not having a good game. I was pleased to see him start. I wanted to see him start, but he's not having a great game. There's been a couple of occasions he's got the ball and he's been poor, and that's a poor ball by Fearon. He's put Briggs right under pressure, but he's done really well. He's the one, he got done for their equaliser, but he's a couple of big defensive moments from him. Batcham and Medine doing a 1-2, cut out. Kante whips it in early, but it's overhit and is out for a goal kick. Just need to sharpen up here, West Ham. Paul saying surely that signals things are moving pretty fast with these 2 moves. Because of this, is the money then spent on Paqueta replacement? I'll give you a prediction if you want, Paul, and that's all it is, a prediction. But you might not like it. Nick saying, didn't the whole sell before we buy end on the accounts on 31st of December? The accounts run until the 31st of March, Nick. And I still believe it was a self-inflicted policy. I don't think it was an actual thing. I think we just made it a thing. I have no proof. You could say spending 45 million in January would suggest that there was money there. We just chose not to spend it because we're in the same accounting period now as we were in the summer. Fearon looking to sweep it out to Medine. Not a good ball. Goal kick. Lovro, I think I'd prefer Dragusin to Disasi. I think I'd prefer him. Am I right in saying My brain's just told me this, right? But I haven't said it out loud because it feels like it's wrong. But I'm going to say it so someone can Google it for me if they don't mind. Am I right in saying you're only allowed to loan, while you can loan 2 Premier League players in, am I right in saying they're not allowed to be from the same club? Therefore, we couldn't have Dragusin and Kinski. I don't feel confident about that rule. I'm worried my brain's just made it up. But it's come from somewhere. It's come from somewhere, all right? I'll tell you what, I've got something new for us at halftime. I've got something for us to do. As a group, and we're not allowed any cheating, okay? Everyone's got to promise they're not going to cheat. We're going to do it together. It's something new. I'm just getting it set up for half-time. The game's still going underway. It's just a little bit not very eventful at the minute. There we go. That's that set up. I'm not going to be eating a Baby Bell, okay? Okay, Dean and Robert saying they think I'm right. That's good. Hey, the brain still knows something. So I'm saying you can only loan one from a club according to ChatGPT. Okay. Fortune's just saying I'm right as well. All right, that's all right. The brain's got a little bit of something going on. Right, let me just ignore this. Ignore this. Ignore that. I'm getting set up for half-time, all right? I needed to move it. Right, now I can piddle around with this in the background while... Yeah, whatever. Right, so we go here. Actually, no, I can't do it like that. I'm going to have to do it differently. See, this is why I get it set up now. I promise you it's worth it, okay? I'm not going to pretend it's not good. Right, so. Not that one, that one. Yes, that's the one. That's it. Right, we're all set up. We're all set up. We're set up for halftime. Right, still 1-1. 8 minutes away from half-time. Landers is wrestling on the halfway line with it, flicking down towards Batcham. Kante's done well to just power it in there, pick it up, pass 1, pass 2. Good tackle by 3, but Batcham, oh, the referee's giving a free kick. It's definitely not Guess the Kilt. Cat's intrigued for half-time. Eric saying can't be having tartan. I do have tartan. That's my tartan geo set up. I'm sticking with it. Stuart's loving the two-tone goal nets. I love them as well. I used to have... I used to have Sabutio goals, but I used to use Corinthians. I couldn't have been the only one that done that, right? Played with Corinthians with the Sabutio ball and the Sabutio goals. And they had two-tone nets. I like two-tone nets as well. Robert, it is a better setup for me now. I don't have to kick Grace out. Correct. I don't get grief anymore. I get a little bit of grief. Because of the amount of football I watch and the amount of videos I do and stuff. Bloody hell, we nearly scored from our own half there by mistake. Lloyd, piss off. Lloyd, shush. Lloyd, shh. That's the half-time activity. Shh. That's what I was setting up. We're playing it together at half time, Lloyd. Lloyd's buzzing. Lloyd's now looking forward to half time, I think. 5 minutes to go until we get there. I'm not reading out Lloyd's comment, so if you can read it, you'll see what he said. I'm not reading it out. Spoiling it for some people. Lloyd didn't know. He didn't do anything wrong. Ionix is saying, did you know Rent a Goat is an anagram of Tartan Jail? Look, if the price is right, you've got to do what you've got to do to get by, haven't you? MJ, have we seen that Villa have signed Tammy Abraham? I have, and they've signed Douglas Luiz as well, or they're signing Douglas Luiz as well. I don't know how good Tammy is. I'm pleased to see that he's coming back to the Premier League after we were linked to him for about 8 windows in a row, weren't we? I liked him. He was just injured a lot. But I like Tammy. One of those players I think would have had a better career if he stayed in England. As in, like, I think he might have represented England if he stayed in England. This number 11's quick. He's gone past a couple here. We're trying to get back in. We have slowed down their attack anyway. I have to say, I think Boston has... Oh, Herrick does well just to get a hand on that. That was an awkward cross, but he's just got enough on it to push it away. I have to say, I think Boston have edged it in the first half. And whoa, he's gone for distance there, and that's not too far wide. He's struck that quite nicely. Simon's saying, can we do it on a cold Tuesday night in Boston? Just about, I'd say. They're doing okay. I think we have to remember sometimes, or I have to remember sometimes, that this is under 21s. It's not even like our first team under 21s, because some of them are out on loan or for suspended, and they're holding their own. At worst, they're holding their own. I do think Boston maybe just edged it a little bit. Essex Bick saying maybe agent top Angel Gomez is looking for a loan. Yeah, I've seen him strongly linked to Wolves. Connor remembered being linked to Tammy Abraham. Moyes went away to do scouting, and Aston Villa signed him. Peter saying, didn't Tammy turn us down? We're certainly linked to him. I can't remember why we didn't sign him in the end. Hoofed away by Kante. I think we're struggling a little bit the last 5 minutes or something. I think we just need to... I think we need to have time. Try and change something. I think we're just lacking composure, lacking creativity. My prediction is you'll do a change at half-time and take Cummings on for Landers. An awkward bounce there, and defender just heads out. So we've got to throw in high up the pitch. A couple of minutes to go till half time. Andy Ali just pops it into Ajala. Back to Kante. Medine's in a bit of space. Kante does that switch too much. Story of our first half, that type of pass, just a bit off. Bit sloppy. Ideas are right, but execution's not been the best thing. Oh, your baddies on the ball, just looking for options up ahead. Nice little run there by Fever, and he tried to pick him out, but couldn't. Boston come away with it, but he tries to pick out his attacker and couldn't. 30 seconds of normal time to go. And I need a sneeze. Well, apologies, everyone. Should really have muted my mic there, but I was more concerned about not. 1 minute of stoppage time to go. My God, that's another bad ball. We've just not been up to it tonight. Need to sharpen up at half time. Just need to calm down. We're capable of so much better than what we've seen in the first half. The one bit of quality ended up in the back of their net, really, but I think apart from that, we've been lacking, I think. I know it needs going to wash Barney. It's got bloody Grace's mouth on it as well. Good news, she ate all her lasagna. The bad news is the bits around her mouth ended up on my shoulder. It's the under-21s watch along. You'll take it me as I come, won't you? Anyway, right, half-time. I bet you're all excited, apart from Lloyd, I bet you're all excited to see what we're doing. A couple of other people have mentioned it. So, if I've done it right, let me just switch over. There we go. So, Football 501. So, what we do is we start with 501. As you can see, we've got our name there, Moldovan Hammers. And it's like darts. So, Manchester City players were taking their appearances minus their goals in the Premier League. And whatever that number is, comes off 501. And we've got to hit between 0 and minus 10. Obviously, you don't have to hit bang on 0 because that would be very difficult. So no cheating, no Googling names or anything like that. Who are we going to pop in? Who are popping in? Players that played for Man City in the Premier League. And you're wanting them to have played, at the start anyway, you want a lot of appearances, but not many goals. But not more than 180. Obviously, it's darts. So they can't have more than 180 as a total. So I'm going to assume Vincent Kompany would have played more than 180 games. So we can't have him. Aguero, we're going to go with Aguero. That's a good one because he's scored a lot of goals. He'll have a lot of appearances, but because of his goals, it might not actually be that big. So let's put in Sergio Aguero. 91 points, that's a good start. We'll have a bit of that. Good start. I've lost you now. There we go. There we go, if I do it like that. Essex Bricks saying Sean Goater. Damn, what a throwback. Let's get Goater in. That's not Goater. Let's get Sean Goater in. 39 points because of his goals scored. We're down to 371. It's a good start. A lot of Yaya Touré's. We'll go with that. I do wonder if maybe that's too much, but we'll go with the chat. 170 points, chat. What an answer that is. 170 points. We got the big fish. Hopefully there's at least one darts fan in the live chat. Do you know something, Kat? Haaland's a good shout because he's scored so many goals. His score, I actually think his score is going to be really low, so we'll keep him until the end. Which Wright Phillips do you want, Matthew? Are you wanting Sean or are you wanting Bradley? John Stones? I think he might have played too much. Right, Richard is saying Sean Wright Phillips. Let's have a look at Sean Wright Phillips. That should be a nice big number. Sean. 149 points. Right, we're down to 52. We've got to be careful now, chat. We can only have 52. We can't go more than 52. So I'm not going to put Gareth Barry, for example, or James Milner. I'm not putting them in. They will be big numbers. 52. Ooh, Calvin Phillips. 50. We reckon 52 appearances for Calvin Phillips. I'm not going to put Ake, Robert. He'll be well over 52. I think Phillips could be a good one. Bellamy could be a good one. Let's do Bellamy because of his goals scored. Let's do Bellamy because of the goals. 28. Right, we're down to 24. We need 24 now. I'm back to the live chat. 24. Baza, Mahrez. He scored a lot, but I think there will be a big gap. Dean saying Fowler a lot. 24th, though. I think this is a good shout. I think Robinho's a good shout. He didn't play that much in the end, did he? Lampard. Let's go with Lampard. I'm in charge. It's my keyboard. Calvin Phillips was tempting, but I'm going to go with Frank Lampard. There for one season. Yay, we've won it! Well done, chat. We got down to -2, which you have to be between 0 and -10. Look, Moldovan Hammers wins. Well done, chat. Well done. Do we like that? Do we like it? You only get one a day. You only get one a day. So otherwise you've got to pay for it. I might actually pay for it. The website is called Generational Football, and they've got more games coming. They do like grids and stuff. Do you know where they put up the grid of teams along the x-axis and the y-axis? It's like tic-tac-toe or noughts and crosses, whatever you call it. And you got to pick a player that played for both clubs and stuff like that. So it was good. Baza didn't like it. Baza didn't like the game. Kane liked it. Curvinord was happy that we've won. But not everyone liked it. I enjoy it anyway. Bob said new sponsor. I haven't asked. Maybe we could. Everyone go email Generational Football and tell them to sponsor Hammers Chat watch-alongs. Because then I could do this on every single watch-along with the live chat. That would be good. Maybe I should pay for it. I'll tell you what. The next under 21s, I'll pay for it, and you get like unlimited games. Then you can play. There's like loads of different categories and stuff apparently. So there you go. I enjoy it. Generational. Cat says her son wants to play. It's called. It's generationalfootball.co.uk. Don't pay for it. You get one category a day. But it's not like Wordle, where once you play Wordle, it's gone. You can play that as many times as you want in the day. But the Man City one will be there all day. Charlie Woodgate enjoys the YouTube channel. I've not seen the YouTube channel, but I might have to have a little look and see what's about. Anyway, what you're saying in live chat, the first half of the game, I thought it was quite disappointing, to be honest with you. I mean, do we want another go? Will we have another go? Will we satisfy you? Let's have another shot and see. There we go. Right, I've got it now. Play again. Yeah, we're still Moldovan Hammers. So people wanted Calvin Phillips. Let's satisfy them. 0 points. Why is it 0 points? Why is Calvin Phillips on 0 points? What's that about? He definitely played in the Premier League for them. And he's definitely not outscored his appearances. I'm not having this. That's got to be wrong. Anyway. Delph. A lot of people wanted Delph. Let's put in Delph. Maybe in Delph. 0 points. What's going on? Why is he also 0? Excuse me. Oi. Website. Good job they don't sponsor me. Be snagging them off right now. Why are we not allowed do Haaland for shits and giggles? This thing will say, oh, we could have both Haalands. We could have this father and son. 0 points. This thing's broken. Why is it broken? Mark Noble. It's broken. Let's try again. I can't be bothered with the name. Right. Calvin Phillips. There we go. 16 points. Look, we fixed it. It just needed a bit of a refresh. Anyway, we're up and running again now. Right. Calvin Phillips got 16. Delph was another one. 53 points. I've seen shouts for, well, they wanted Erling Haaland, so let's put him in. 14 points. So only 14 games he's played more than he's scored. Let's do his daddy. Alfie Haaland, 32 points and only one knee. I've seen some Tevez shouts, so let's pop him in. 55. Right, who else we wanting? Who else want? Nicky Weaver. I like shouts like this. I do like shouts like this. Let's get Nicky Weaver in there. 57 points. Negredo. Alvaro. Let's get him in. 23 points. Who else we wanting? Katzin, James Milner. That'll be a big one. But we've got 251 points. 134 points for James Milner. Stephen Ireland. Let's get him in. Ooh, 121. That got us down to -4. We've won again. Damn, we're too good. We're too good. Well done, Zach. Stephen Ireland won us the game. Anyway. It's a nice website. You can have a little look if you fancy it. Everyone's just now naming Man City players. I love it. There's something about reminiscing over former footballers. It's almost like quite soothing. Hammer in 1975 saying 9 darter. How many? What did we get it in? That was quite quick, weren't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice. Excellent spot there, Hammer 1975. It was a 9 darter. Got a 9 darter. Brilliant. That was a good shout by Zach, though. Anyway, the boys are out for the second half. There you go. That half time went. Ryan's noticed my clock's still going. I'll just leave it until second half goes to kick off, then I'll just restart it again. But I'm a bit more laid back on this stream than I am when it's the senior squad, for understandable reasons, I think. There's only 200 of you watching this, which to be fair is a lot. Like I say all the time, when I started this, I thought I'd be lucky to get 40. Balotelli, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. Jamie saying, what do we think about Disasi? What do you all think, chat? What are you saying, chat, about Disasi? Are you happy about the potential signing of him, or are you a bit underwhelmed? I must be honest, I'm a bit underwhelmed. Because I was hoping to bring someone in, like, actual spend money on someone that would bench Mavropanos, and I'm not sure that's what we're doing here. I'm a bit... It feels like the board are preparing for relegation. That's what it feels like to me. Instead of spending 15, 20, 25 million on a centre-back and getting someone significant on, it feels like they're just going for a cheap option. And they're going to bang... My fear is... I think it was Paul earlier said, I'll give you my prediction. I'll give you my prediction now. I think we'll sell Paqueta. I think Ward-Prowse will go out on loan. I think we'll bring in... I think Hermansen will also go out on loan. And I think we'll bring in Kinski, Disasi, Adama, and that's it. I don't... That's my worry. That's my worry. That we've already spent Paqueta money. And I won't be happy. I will not be happy if they do that. Anyway, there was a sub for us. Some saying that it looks like Kante that's gone off, but Akpata is certainly coming on for West Ham. So we are definitely doing one change at halftime. Ryan would rather me at centre back. Centre back is the worst position when I played football because I wouldn't head the ball. I didn't like it. I was never comfortable or confident heading it, and that's also because I used to wear a hearing aid when playing. So the idea of someone elbowing me in my ear and possibly doing further damage to my ear, at least I could hear a little bit, was not too appealing. So I used to try and avoid headers. Anyway, that's the second half underway. It's Boston United 1, West Ham United U21s 1 as they take the kick off and it goes straight out for the goal kick to the Hammers. Chelsea fans call Disasi disastery. And DC thinks he'll do okay. I think he might do okay, but we need better than okay. I think we've already got players that do okay, and that's why we are where we are. Ionix was a confident header of the ball. Now concerned it may come back to haunt me. Clarksy's saying Anthony Taylor's our ref. He is. I've seen that. Yeah. Kurt saying, why are we interested in Disasi? Availability, money, or lack of money involved, maybe. I think it's just an easy signing to make. Anyway, we've got a free kick just inside our own half. He just goes long, looking to try and get Landers in over the top, and he's actually done really well to bring it down to Batcham, who pops it over the top to Adiele, but his cross is cut out, and Boston clear. And Oyabade is fouled. DC, the game is on YouTube. It's on the official West Ham's official YouTube channel. Let me check the scores from the other games. I'm sure all 4 games are on tonight. National League Cup. I need Tamworth to win. They've just kicked off for some reason, and it's 0-0. Churro, who we thumped, is drawn 0-0 with Bantry, and Borehamwood are 3-0 up against Brackley Town. So it looks like Borehamwood are off to the semi-finals of the competition. Hammer 75, it is Ajala is the number 10, and he is the one that's being linked with a move away. Porsche, would I do better as owner? Probably not. Probably not, to be honest with you. What's the first thing I do? Well, I hire other people. I'd hire people that would be good enough to run the football club. That's a good ball by Ayabadin. Ajala trying to just get in, but couldn't quite. That pass has been on a couple of times now in the last couple of minutes. Ayabadin just played it down that channel for Landers on one occasion, and now Ajala. So I do wonder if that's something we're going to maybe just try and seek a little bit more in the second half. I do like his passing. If you tuned into the video earlier that went up, the podcast did with Frankie, we spoke about this game a little bit. It was almost like a mini preview. And in there, we spoke about Oyabade. Frankie was saying he really likes him, and I was speaking about his distribution. Anyway, Medine's on the right here. He whips it in. Landers trying to bring it down, but couldn't quite get it under control. Jamie thinks under 21s have missed earthy. Midfield looks a bit. I think it's Orford. Someone just said it as well. Dave said it. We're missing Orford tonight. I agree with Dave. I think we're missing Orford. Just missing that little bit of quality in the middle of the park. And Boston break away with it here. But it's been cut out again. Pata on the ball, goes back to Herrick, and we just calm things down again. We've started okay in the second half, I think. Especially in comparison to how we ended the first half. I don't think we were great. Feed in, that's a lovely ball. $52 minutes on the clock, nearly 51.5 minutes on the clock anyway. Paul's pleased that the coaching staff have recognised the lack of something in midfield. Glad to see Ekpata with more time. Surprised he took Kante off. He didn't have a great half of football, but he's got something. He's got a goal in him, doesn't he, Kante? I think I'd maybe have taken Medine off, put Batcham on the right, and then shuffled Fearing further up the pitch and put a Pata in beside Kante. Mayers has done well just to sniff that out. Releases it to Fearing, who's looking for a Jala. I thought the flag would go up, but it hasn't. Play continues. Medine on the right side now. Chance to get a cross in here. We've got bodies in the box, but it's been cleared away at the front post and it's kept in. Good block there, back pattern. That looked like a bit of a naughty one, but the referee says fair, continue. Boston looking to break here. Space on their right-hand side as Andy Elliott came across to cover the lack of midfield. But we've got back, we've recovered well. And they've had a shot over the bar and it took a deflection on the way. Corner kick. Can't say maybe they're resting Kante, maybe on the bench inside. Probably, especially if Ward-Prowse is on his way out on loan. He was on the bench anyway. Lloyd is saying, is this cup taken seriously? I think it is at this stage. Like I said, Boston, I can only look at their lineup at the weekend and compare it to tonight's lineup to get a bit of an idea due to my lack of knowledge of Boston. And there was some changes, but I think it was like 3 changes. So there's a lot of it feels like a strong Boston team. But then, like I said, I appreciate my knowledge isn't too isn't strong. I'm just going by lineups. Lloyd say no one celebrated when they scored. I don't think they've got the biggest fan base or something. When I was flicking through their Twitter to check the team that they had out at the weekend, whenever they tweet, they get like 5 likes and that's it. I appreciate that doesn't mean they've got no fans, but it's a bit of an indication. Like when they tweeted out the team for tonight, there was one reply. Well, there was. And then I checked a tweet earlier, and there was 2 replies. And one of them was a West Ham fan saying, "Is anyone picking up the phone?" So clearly someone was trying to get hold of a ticket for the game. But only one fan replied to the lineup. And in fairness, I checked when it came out, and I didn't check again before kickoff. But there was one player just saying, "Where is Langshire?" I think it was. "Where's Langshire? Why is he not on the bench?" And that was it. So I think it's taken seriously by the club, just perhaps not the biggest club. Sounds a bit harsh, but only one stand is open. But when we played, who did we play in the group? We had a good turnout. There was a lot of West Ham fans there. Is that how you say it? Trudeau. When we played them, I think there was a decent turnout for that. But there, like I said, there is a lot of West Ham fans in Cornwall. Yeah, Bazza, that's the one. I just don't know how you pronounce it. Trudeau. Don't know. Anyway, we're on the ball. Pata, lovely ball to Ajala. Come on, get up. Get up and help him. Go on, Ajala, go on. He's done well. Oh, we want a pen. Ajala wants a pen. He's not going to get one. Fearon wants a pen. We're not going to get one. He put the defender on his arse and had a shot. And it does look like he comes off his arm, but it looked like a natural position to me, not a pen for me. Unlucky. Good build-up. We've been better in the second half. No big chance, but a couple of half chances. Come on, boys. Bodger are playing Boston United. And DC is saying they've only just got electricity in Boston. My electricity went off during the night. We had a power cut. I'm not like had a power cut for like over 10 years. Then this morning I got up and the baby monitor was dead, which would suggest that it hadn't been charging during the night. But not only that, put the lamp on, the light was on, and then it went off after about 10 minutes. Like everything was off. It wasn't a long power cut, but I was a little bit thinking, what am I going to do for work? Because I needed to power the computer. But all been well. I was a bit worried. I was thinking, hang on, this power cut thing's an on and off thing during the day. This stream ain't happening tonight, but we're all good. We're all good. And then I got the question from Mrs. Gio. Are we on the priority list with the national grid? So I don't even know what you're talking about. Apparently, there's a priority list with the national grid, and we need to be on it because she's diabetic, therefore she's got insulin in the fridge and it needs to stay cool. So I've discovered today, it's my fault we're not on the emergency list with the National Grid. And sometimes there's a couple of females in the chat. We've got Kat in the chat, Katie's in the chat. Sometimes, ladies, we know when to just bite our tongue and just accept the blame, even though we've done absolutely nothing wrong. But do not take silence for us accepting the blame. It's just us avoiding an argument. That's all it is. So that's what I did earlier. I just said nothing. I was just like, because I thought I can't be arsed saying, well, why don't you ring up the National Grid and put us on the emergency? It's just not worth the aggro, is it? So I bit my tongue, and I still have not rang up and put us on. I don't even know how you do it. Chippy, this is it. Silence is not consent. I agree. Do not, sorry, Cat, but you cannot confuse it. Do not confuse us saying nothing, meaning we're accepting it. We're not. We just can't be arsed with the argument. Thank you to BK. Thank you very much. Saying thanks for all the coverage. Helps me follow along with a club from across the pond. Keep up the good work. I'll do my best. And if you wouldn't mind, keep tuning in. So thank you very much. Thank you for the support. And thank you for the kind words. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Anyway, Boston have a throw after one of the players required a little bit of treatment. They go back with said throwing and they go further back. This game needs a bit of spice, a bit of excitement. I think sometimes when we, in this tournament and in the FL Trophy, when we play like a senior team, and they can get a little bit pissed off with us and it can have a little bit of aggression with us. I think it sometimes helps us perform better, but we're breaking at the moment with Adiele. He's got a nice little bit of pace in him. He's very comfortable on the ball. He's just slipped it inside to Jala. Oh, it's tipped round the corner. The cameraman couldn't keep up with the ball there. Graham saying, I love your marriage guidance. I wake up and my first words to my loved one is sorry because I know I'll do something very soon. Brian had a snowstorm that dumped 23 inches of snow on us. Lost power for 2 days. I've seen that. Oh. Montal saying, how do you feel about what Nick has said about Sullivan earlier tonight? If it's just about, we discussed it earlier. Drain saying you have to get your generator for power cuts. I've already worked out. I wouldn't be able to do live streams, but I would just record something on my phone. It's not the end of the world. I could just ring up Gonzo and say I've recorded something on my phone. I'm gonna send it to you. Can you edit it and stuff? It's not a problem. I'm just hoping they're few and far between. Maybe I need to get on the emergency list at the National Grid. Anyway, Medine on with the ball down the right here. He's ran into trouble, then conceded a free kick. Yeah, I know, Bussy. I will do that. Lloyd is at 62. I'm quite far behind. I'm at 63.18. Lloyd, I'm further ahead than you. There is a slight delay between me speaking and you hearing it because of YouTube. But I don't think it's that big a delay. And Montel, it's all right. Basically, long story short, I said it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't spend the Paqueta money. But I've been saying that all month, really. I don't expect us to spend it. I think we've already spent it. And Herrick there, he's confident. He's a bit too confident for my liking. But it might actually do us a bit of a favour here as we break down the right-hand side. Medine to Landers, who cuts in on his left foot, down outside on his right foot. Blocked. Corner kick. Ryan, thank you very much for the support. Thank you, Jill, Crossed Hammers, Moldova flag, and also to Katie. Thank you very much for the support. Saying, glad you know when you're on thin ice, Jill. It's, I don't go on thin ice. I avoid being on thin ice. Anyway, corner bouncing around the box here. Briggs brings it down. Pata puts into the box, blocked. I only expect he's 12 seconds ahead of me. You will be at the same time. It's just YouTube. There's just a delay. For me speaking and you hearing it, it's probably, I don't know how to prove it. I don't know how to. Batcham takes the corner. It's a good one, but it's a good catch by the Boston goalkeeper. Got up early, got his hands on it. Montalzi in this game in the Wimbledon one, wish we kept Earthy and Marshall. Agree, but they're both going to go get some good minutes. Same with Casey. Casey played at the weekend for Orient as well, so they're going to go get valuable minutes now. Marshall's already scored at Bolcombe, so that's pleasing. Jamie's missus hates confrontation with him as he laughs it off or says, yes, my love. I just say okay, or just nothing. Anyway, we're doing a sub. Medine's going off, and Kalista's coming on. So I think we're going to see a bit of a change here, because I imagine Batcham's going to come over to this right-hand side now, maybe. And Kalista will just jump centrally. Yeah, Batcham's going to come out right wing back. And then Kalista will just go and play in that number 10 role alongside Jara behind Landers. Surprised we've not brought Cummings on yet for Landers. I don't think he's having a great game. Boston doing a couple of subs themselves. Maguire coming on. Just under half an hour to go. Mark saying 2 words for his happy marriage. Yes, dear. And Robert says, nice to have everyone's company while watching the game from my hospital bed. Well, I hope you're okay, Robert. I hope it's not too serious. If you don't mind me asking, what's up? Graham's multitasking, listening to us on the laptop, watching Casey on Sky Sports while having chicken nuggets and chips. First of all, great tea. I would recommend beans with that chicken nuggets and chips, personally. But thank you. Saying how's Cummings playing? His Celtic fan is asking. Not great. He's been injured a lot. So it's been very stop-start so far at the under-21s. And thank you to Ginger for the support, saying, can you back me on thin ice with Mum? I am staying out of your domestic because your mum's nice. Robert passed his driving test today. Robert, congratulations. That's brilliant news. Well done. How are we playing? Not great, to be honest with you, but still 1-1. Can easily go win it, but well done on passing your driving test. Brilliant stuff. Mark saying we look better this half. I agree. I think we looked better. I think in the first half we looked quite nervous, maybe. I don't know if it was nervous, though. I think it was just sloppy. I think it was just a little bit of being a bit too laid back. But this half we've been a little bit quicker. 20 minutes of normal time to go. Paul, do I microwave? No, Paul, I don't microwave anything. I'm trying to think what I use the microwave for. Nothing. Literally don't use the microwave at all. Used it for Grace's bottles when they needed sterilised, but they don't need sterilise anymore. And Paul, so it's definitely the hob for me. A low heat on the hob, and then thickens the sauce, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't use the microwave. I don't trust it. I don't trust putting stuff in the microwave. Dislike it. Heating stuff with waves. Not for me. Just never. I can't think of any one food that's better from the microwave than it is from the traditional method of cooking via the hob or the oven. I like an air fryer, but not the microwave. But I also enjoy cooking. I do enjoy cooking. Anyway, Boston's playing around in a minute. Good tackle there back, Pata, and Viren picks it up. Diallo gives it to Jala, who turns. Back to Viren, back to Pata. That made me smile. Mark's comment said, the commentator said Briggs put the ball onto row Z, but looking at the side of the stadium, more like it's row H. It's not the biggest stadium in the world, is it? I have to admit, defeat actually. Ironix has said you can do a lovely jam or treacle sponge in microwave. That's fair. I don't consume them personally, but when I was a teenager I did. So yeah, I'll give you that one, Ironix. Got me thinking, Paul. I'm assuming your missus does it in the microwave and you do it in the hob. I don't understand why you would do it in the microwave. You use the same amount of dish because you've got to decant it into something to go in the microwave, so you might as well decant it into the pan. And when it's on the hob, it doesn't need attention. Stirred once or twice, but it's just a quick one. But when you take it out of the microwave, it's like lava. Bubbling away, the edges are all crispy. Oh no. I just don't understand the benefits. Anyway, Adiala's done really well. Good ball in, headed away. The cameraman's all over the place here. Ooh, that's a good turn by the Boston players. He just breaks away from Fearon. Not a good pass, though. Overhit. You can see why they're in the National League, can't you? Perhaps that's going to come across a bit harsh, but they're not a great team, Boston, are they? Jamie, we will do a transfer deadline day special. We will. I've messaged a couple of people already to get a couple of special guests on. So I'm thinking it shuts at 7, but I think we're going to go 6 till 8. 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. I think will be the deadline day show. Always enjoyable. Zach Pata, hit it. Oh, he's passed it. It's Landers. Oh, piss, he was offside. I mean, that was a great save anyway. Great save. But should be putting away. Pata should have probably just shot by himself. I think he should have just taken a shot on, especially after that goal on It's on his left foot as well. I mean, it's a lovely ball. I'm not convinced he's offside. I feel like he might have been onside there. But he should still be tucking it away. He doesn't know he's offside. He's not having a good evening. I'm frustrated. I was looking forward to seeing Landers play, but... You shouldn't trust a footballer that has socks that low. By the way, when do we reckon the rules about shin guards are going to come into play? Maybe a couple of seasons? I reckon. Because they're like that size now. They're like... You get like shin pads that size. I mean, what's the point? You might as well just say no shin pads, right? It's pathetic. I think we're going to have to go back to it's like they need to be like that big. They need to be a certain size. That's why I've got no sympathy whenever there's like a clash of shins and someone goes down holding their shin. I think, well, if you had proper shin guards on, wouldn't have this problem, would you? Good catch. Brian, any chance of getting Charlie to join us? Possibly not. I don't want to ask him and make him feel awkward. Montel, how have you been enjoying doing the relegation with him? I do enjoy it. It was supposed to be tonight, but tonight we've got the game on. We've got this one on, so I said I can't do it tonight. So he did say Thursday, but I'm going to have to see if we can do it during the day because we've got the cup of tea Thursday night. We might have to miss it this week, but I do enjoy it. I like Connor. I like him as a content creator, and I like him as a person as well. I feel like we've got good chemistry. Bearing in mind what we've done, 4 episodes. 4 episodes we've done now, and I think we've got quite good chemistry. Like we're not. It's going to sound harsh. I would say we're becoming friends, but before episode 1, we were not friends. We'd barely spoken before. It was just we did a video about West Ham Leeds for this channel, and afterwards he was like, "Oh, I watch your content," and I said, "Oh, I like yours as well." He was basically like, "Should we do a podcast?" I said, "Okay, maybe," and then we just left it. And then I was moving house and stuff, and then we just started doing it, and I feel like. I feel like we've got good chemistry, all things considered. Jamie's saying they've got to about the shin guards. My mate plays for Chatham Town and said that one of the lads buys kids' shin pads. Some of them are just tiny little things. Paul said, do you believe heading will be removed? A doctor concluded a professional footballer had severe problems. No, I think it'll be removed from... I don't know, training and stuff. I don't think it'll be removed from football. Lloyd's in, is Frankie in the chat? Possibly. I don't know. He hasn't commented yet. He might be listening, though. What does he do for a living? He does marketing. So if anyone's got a company that needs... He does like Facebook adverts and stuff like that. Not influencer marketing, unfortunately, or we could have got some business from him. But if you've got your business needs pushed, I don't know exactly, but he works around Facebook adverts and stuff like that, and targeted adverts for specific niches of people and stuff. So that's what he does. He's done it for a few years, and he's good at what he does. So if anyone needs anything like that, let me know, and I'll put you in touch with Frankie. Stuart said he doesn't understand the small shinnies. Anyone who's taken a knock on the shins will tell you how much it hurts. Yeah, I don't get it as well. It does sting. Bloody what? Same when the worst pain I think I used to, apart from when I broke my ankle, I think the worst pain I had when playing football was when you would clash knees. When your knee and someone else's knee would whack each other. Oh my God, that unexplainable. My stream's buffering a little bit. Is anyone else's stream jittering, or is it just mine? Probably just mine. Wonderful. Very jumpy. I can see what's going on. It's just very stuttery. Paul dislocated elbows, both sides. What did you even do at the same time? What did you do? Fresh, are you sure it wasn't when I headed the ball? I just didn't head the ball. Honestly, Fresh, when I tell you I did not head the ball, I did not head the ball. I only ever headed it once. I can only ever remember heading the ball once. And I scored. And I didn't mean to. It was like a long ball over the top, and I ran through, and the keeper came out to the edge of his box, and it bounced just before me, so I had to head it to bring it under control. And I tried to head it over the keeper so I could go around him and then put it in the back of the net. And I headed it over the keeper, and it just went in. So everyone was like, wow, brilliant. And I was like, oh, yeah. It looked like I meant to do it. I miscontrolled it by about 10 yards, but just luckily just ended up in the back of the net. I wish I meant it. I didn't. Mark had cramp in both. I used to get cramp a lot on a Saturday. And I know I just didn't drink enough water and stuff, but cramps. In the middle of the night, cramp was serious pain. I feel your pain. I can almost feel it as we discuss it, Mark. And people complain about the cards. Yeah, he's not. There's been 2 fouls now, I think, from Boston that they were stonewall yellows, and he's not giving anything. I don't know if I've got. Have I got the video? I don't think I do. Let's see if I've got a video when we played foot golf. Mrs. Gio was winding me up. I don't think I've got. Oh, I do. Oh no, that's her one. Her crap effort. I don't have it. She had it. She would have sent it to me, but I don't think I've. It might be gone forever, that video. Let me see. 2,000 images in iCloud. I think I'll just leave it. Boston are on the attack, and it was deflected wide. That was lucky. That was lucky. It was a nice little wiggle. And had that deflection just gone the opposite way, that would have been 2-1. Oh, they're just turning it the screw a little bit. Robert's saying straight to pens. I thought it was extra time. It could be straight to pens. I for some reason I thought it was extra time. Yeah, Herrick's good at pens. But then Hammer 99 is not confident after what you've seen against Everton a couple of weeks ago. Herrick's not too bad, so to be fair. Oyabandi just dribbling out of the defence, looking for that ball again. It's just overhit when it goes back to the keeper. Why was I under the impression it went to pens? Sorry, it went to extra time. I think it was on the official website. I think it was on West Ham's website. I read it. Build up. No, it's not there. Latest news. Yeah. My word, they put up a load of rubbish, don't they? Latest news, under 21s. Here we go. Preview. Tickets, travel, league explained. Oh, no, you're right. It is a penalty shootout. Why did I think it was extra time? I'm sure I read it today. I must have read something wrong. But anyway, it goes to extra time now according to the official website. My bad. Briggs pops out to Batram. Down that right channel. Oh, lovely little touch there by Adiele. He's got quick feet. He's on the move. He tries to get brought down. He can't do it. Still Adiele. Puts out there to Landers, who cuts across his bouncing around. It's Adiele! Yes! It's 2-1 West Ham! The Hammers are winning! I think she nearly died. She's still going, undefeated. She nearly died. I wasn't keeping attention on her. She moves around. Anyway, 5 minutes to go. We've got what could be a winner. Great build-up. Scrappy in the end, but the run from Adiele was absolutely fantastic. Quick feet. Tried to get brought down. They tried to pull his shorts down. He just shrugged them off. And you make your own luck in football. Henrik now just time wasting. Here we go. Oh, a few minutes away from the semi-finals of the National League Cup. Come on, it's Tamworth winning. I want to play Tamworth. That's 0-0. Bodum is 4-2 up. Truro is 1-0 up. Tamworth is 0-0. Come on, boys. Let's get to the semis. Goal kick. 3 minutes of normal time to go. Drew, Tamworth is in Staffordshire. It's not far from me. It's about 20 minutes. I live in Stoke, and it's 20 minutes away from my house. Cummings and Clayton ready to come on for West Ham. You'd imagine it would be for Landers and... Well, Clayton plays on the left. I don't know if he'll take Adiele off. I don't think he can, but maybe he will. Just go a bit more defensive. Oh, it's definitely a she. I appreciate there's a little bit of issues with biology here, but Lloyd put a fiver on West Ham. Oh, with some others. He's done an ACA to win 200 quid. There you go. Oh, that's good. They just ended up trying to force it, and it's gone through to Henrik because we've got 90 seconds of normal time. Stu, yes, the national teams are always at home. I ended up in Stoke because I met someone from Stoke. Jace lives in Staffordshire. he'll meet me there. I'll be going with my friend Jake, but you're more than welcome. If I do go, you're more than welcome to come say hello and whatnot. If we get Tamworth. Obviously, most people will want Boreham Wood because of the connections and stuff like that. So plenty of people will want to go see us play Boreham Wood. But for me, Jace, Dean, oh, bloody hell, they nearly equalised. For a few of us, they might... we might prefer Tamworth if they can get there. It's 0-0 at the minute, though. And to be fair, there's a few people on here from the Cornwall. Mike's not in the live chat tonight, but Mike's from Cornwall. They got to see us play Truro earlier on. I think they're happy to see us play there again in the semi-final as well. Ian is in Stafford. I don't drive, so you can take your gears to lift and do one, unfortunately, Ian. I don't drive. And I know it always confuses people, but I've never needed to. I've always been all right. Whenever I explain to people, or whenever people challenge me on it, and then I ask them how much they spend on a car every year, and I tell them how much I spend on trains and taxis, and I'm a lot better off than they are, they don't seem too impressed. I get by fine. It's a bit of a challenge now because for the first time in my life I'm living somewhere that I can't walk to the town centre, so it's become challenging. Because for the last 15 years I've always been able to walk to Tesco, etc, etc. So I've got by. But now they need a shop which is just like a little convenience store. It's like a 25-minute walk away. So it takes me an hour to get there and back. Free kick to Boston, just inside. Hour and a half. There was 4 minutes of stoppage time. We've already played 1.5 minutes here. As Boston desperately need to get an equaliser. The ball's in the box. It's bouncing around. Headed away by Briggs. Headed towards goal. Batron clears it away. This is going to be a long 2 minutes here. The ball come back in. Briggs tries to get on it. Can't. It's bouncing around and it goes out for, I think, a goal kick. And it is a goal kick to West Ham. Referee just warning Herrick to not to take the piss a little bit and to get a wiggle on. As he does that thing where you walk and make it look like you're jogging. Montel, oh, I do walk, by the way. I walk loads. I just don't have an hour. I just don't have an hour to go to the store and come back. I just don't have a spare hour in the day, unfortunately. And just for clarity, Mrs. Jill drives, yes. So when I do my big shop, Aunt, I don't get the taxi. Mrs. Jill drives. She takes Grace to nursery and stuff like that. Briggs heads it away. It's bouncing around. 90 seconds to go. Boston just flinging everyone forward. They have to, really. Batcham struggling here. Has been cleared away by Fearon. Celeste putting him under pressure as he tries to see it out for throw-in, and he gets his throw-in, but not the end of the world. Trying to hold on here. It's a shot. Well held by Herrick. Yes, firm hands on there by our goalkeeper. A minute of time to go. Briggs nearly got something on that. Herrick did really well just to keep his eyes on it. That's an easy one to get wrong with a defender throwing himself at it the way Briggs did. And he's done the right thing, trying to head it away from his goal. He just didn't get anything on it. 2-1. 30 seconds to go if we only get the full 4 minutes. There might be one more, but can't recall too many stoppages in stoppage time, so we shouldn't have much long to go here. 30 seconds perhaps. This would be a big win for the under-21s, putting them into the semi-final of the National League Cup. As they come down their left-hand side. In comes an early cross, and Herrick once again, he's got his hands on that. It was a poor cross. There wasn't much players in the box for Boston there. Stoppage time, the 4 minutes is up. It's now just a case of how much is the referee going to add on. Herrick goes long. It's all eyes on the referee here. He's continuing to play. Cummings chasing it across the Boston back line. And West Ham win possession. Fearing just gives it to Adiele, who's been absolutely fantastic today. He's bearing in on goal. He cuts it back to Fearing. Well, he can't quite cut it back enough. It's cleared away, and that could be it. Not yet. There's maybe just 20 seconds to go. Clayton just taking his time with his throw-in down the left-hand side. Come on. There wasn't even any stoppages in stoppage time. What's this ref playing at? But we're now into past the 5-minute mark. Surely this will be it. A Boston player has gone down off the ball here after maybe a little tussle with Cummings. He's got up and he's getting on with it. He's decided to man up a bit. You'd imagine he's going to blow the whistle here. What's the point of letting this play out? Clayton takes a throw in. Cummings battling away in the corner with it. Concedes a free kick. And he blows for full time. What was the point of all that? Anyway, good news. Fantastic news. Brilliant win. Brilliant win. Boston 1. West Ham United 2. I'll just agree with Dean, by the way. Good result, not a great performance. That wasn't one of the best performances we've seen from this team. They're capable of a lot better. But when it comes to the Cups, only one thing matters, and that is making sure that your name is in the hat for the next round. That's the under-21s through to the semi-final of the tournament. Adiele by far the man of the match. Not just his goal, just his all-round game, a constant threat down that left-hand side for West Ham. Really quick feet, fantastic dribbler of the ball as well. But an important win, a big win for West Ham, and we can look forward to a semi-final. I didn't enjoy that. I enjoyed the win. Performance lacking. Sloppy first half, an improvement in the first half of the second half. But it was a good test for them. I feel like Boston were up for it. I think they took it quite serious. But we've done good. Anyway, just want to say thank you to you guys for joining me. Hugh said, great result for the under-21s, not even their strongest 11. Rachel saying, good result, great company here with you and the chat. Thank you, Rachel. Very, very kind of you. Thank you to Ginger. Thank you to Dave. Thank you to all of you. And also to Tom for the £2 super chat. Thank you. With a pear character doing a shaka sign with his hand saying cool. Well, Tom, thank you for the sticker. It doesn't come up here. Michael Levy Jr. is still ill, unfortunately, but he's popped in towards the very end. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Big win for the under-21s. Thank you very much for joining me at half-time with our new game. I'll be back. Don't know when the next under-21s game is. Don't know when I'll be doing the next one, but I'll have a look at the fixtures and I'll let you know in a video over the next few days. But thank you. Well done. Well done to the under-21s. Big game, big result. Semi-final. Let's go.